What's good, YouTube? It's Sos. Money is saying you already know the vibes. You feel me? We back with another reaction. So this is just basically the follow up on the last few parts of the live that we covered already. This is probably like the third part of this live. You feel me? So we're just gonna finish that off. Before I press play on this video, though, subscribe to my channel. You heard, put your chest in it. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button and turn on your post notifications so y'all get notified every time I drop a video. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So this is still like basically he talking about Diddy and the Gene Deal situation. So let's just finish that up until this is just in between until we get some fresh content from Hassan because he hasn't posted. So it is what it is, right? All right.
To run all three lights. Diddy leaned the seat back. He said, run the three lights, but he never said nothing about, I see the shooter right there, right now. Earlier in the video, he said earlier.
And we seen this part already.
Ain't right. Something ain't right.
In the middle, right in front of Big's car, we stopped. Puff jumps out the front seat and runs around there to Big's car. All that shit running around the block. I ran down the block and shit like that. That's bullshit. When we got in front of the car, he jumps out the car, ran over to Big's side of the car. So now I'm behind Puff and I'm looking down the block and everything like that. Those girls who was right there on the corner talking to Puff and them, they had talking to Big and Lil C's and them. I don't see them. The street is clear. Tone said, G, come on, let's go. Me and Tone hopped back in the car.
So the girls that was talking to Big before he got shot, they left. They wasn't there crying, saying, Big, don't die, Big. They left.
And we try to take after the guy. Tone is trying to floor it, but it had one of those government chips in there, the car. So every time we get close to 100, it go all the way back down.
Slow down.
So we can see the guy at the top of the hill. Oh, it was a top. We see the guy up at the top where he had to make, when he made a right. When he made that right turn, when we got up the top of the hill, we ain't see shit. So
let me ask y'all a question.
Incredible.
Shout out to the 8,000 people back in the building. We had 9,000 in the building tonight. Shout out to the 8,000 in the building. Let me ask y'all a question. At first, he said they drove over there. Like, listen to Gene Deal. He just contradicted himself. He said they drove back. He said Puff lied. He said Puff said that he ran to Big. He said, no, we pulled up in front where Big was at. Why the fuck would y'all drive? If you seen the shooter in the car, you the police, you got a gun, you see the shooter make a turn at the corner, why y'all didn't immediately do a U-turn and go right behind the shooter and chase the shooter down? You said you went, he said he went straight to Big. Puff jumped out the car, and now he talking about following the shooter. That's what it sounds like. You following the shooter, but now he's nowhere to be found. Why they just didn't go directly behind the shooter? Something. It's not making any sense to me. Big was lined up, man. And sometimes I don't know if Gene Deal was working against Puff or working with him. Because sometimes it's just like with Ron Savage with the Africa Bambaataa situation. He sent them out there.
Y'all think I don't know. I mean, do y'all think that Gene Deal would be bold enough to speak on this situation the way he do freely and has something to do with it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've seen when people like people pass away and then the people go to their funeral. You feel me? On some weird type situation or like just try to make it seem like they have nothing to do with something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I feel like Gene is more of a genuine dude. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't think he would have had something to do with it, but at the same time, we don't know these people. You feel me? So
to act like he was a victim. Then at last minute, he takes his story back so it could look like a Michael Jackson situation. Well, if one of the victims recanted their story about Africa Bambaataa, it makes all of them question you. Hell no, that nigga was a goddamn predator. But back to the story.
Yeah,
Shout out to the 81.
I was about to say, wait, well, how he African Bambaataa got in the mix, bro?
100 people in the building. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man, so we could piss this algorithm off.
You feel
So,
me?
Tone, let's go back, man, to make sure everybody all right. Because I'm the only one got a gun. I got 2 of mine, and I gave Paul 1 of mine. So we get back.
If it was only one shooter, all you needed was one gun. So what you mean you're the only one that got a gun? It was only one shooter, right?
And as soon as I get out the car, I go down to the Peterson Museum. And I just, that little corner where I said that I was at before the Muslim came out, right there, I just chilled right there like it was nothing. While they was all at the top. You know what I'm saying? Now they got ambulance, fire department, and the police department on the other side of the museum.
Exhibit A, again, note that he said the dude that killed Biggie was Muslim. The head of Puffy Security was Muslim. Let it also be known that they said Puff Diddy had police on his payroll. Let's also make it clear that Gene Dill was making it clear that the police didn't even come over to the other side where Big was killed, that they stayed on the opposite side, also where the crowd of people was at. Are y'all listening? Just earlier, the video that I played earlier made it clear that they didn't even let
I mean, I kind of feel where Hassan coming from in his live though. I'm not even gonna hold you. Y'all let me know in the comments, like is he cooking or no?
I'm bugging. Matter of fact, I'll get to that. Let's finish this.
Wasn't thinking. Should have ran over there and got the ambulance guys to get it. Wasn't thinking, man, at all. So that's when I see DJ Quick come up the block. He was coming from up the block. And he said on his phone, he said, yo, I think they got one of those bad boy niggas. They said they was going to get him. I said, they said they was going to do what? And then Paul come running down the street. Yo, Gene, we about to go. We got to go. What are you doing down here? So I looked at Quick. Quick looked at me. I went away. I went.
Of course, they said they was going to get one of them bad boy niggas because of what happened to Pac. But let's not get this messed up. When they said they was going to get him, y'all got to understand something. That was just talk. California was talking about getting big for what happened to Pac. But California didn't get big. Diddy got big. Allegedly. Diddy got him.
Ran up the street with them, got in the car. Puff got in the car with Big, and he was sitting behind Big, right? D-Rock had came back because they all had ran down the block once Big got shot. All that shit Lil C said we was behind the truck. He was a lie because you guys come running down the block because D-Rock was like, yo, they got, damn.
Yo, and you know what it is crazy? Like, you see how, I'm just sitting here thinking while I'm watching this, bro. You see how, like, everything is just in the air with certain situations back then, you know what I'm saying? Like now, bro, like they got surveillance for everything. You know what I'm saying? There's cameras on every block. You feel me? Like public, you have no privacy in public. You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, like if this happened nowadays, yo, it wouldn't be no if, ands, or who might have. Nah, like we would like niggas is getting caught. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. So it's just crazy to hear this story now about what happened to Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like from other people's point of view, and not what the media is telling us, and spinning narratives and all that. You feel me? Now at the same time, we can't really take for Gene Deal's word either. But I don't know. I feel like I will go with what he's saying versus everything else is, you know what I'm saying? Everything else is in the media about what happened to Biggie, whatever. But I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Like, y'all think Gene Deal just, genuinely telling us exactly what happened, or do y'all think he exaggerating, or you know what I'm saying, just chasing clout? Like, y'all let me know.
They shot my man. They got my man. And Puff got him behind Big. And I said to Puff, whatever y'all do, don't let him go to sleep. Don't let him go to sleep. Whatever y'all do,
That's
don't let him go to
crazy.
sleep. And Kenny jumped in their car because he said he knew where the hospital was at. And now Tone was driving our car. So Puff said, "Can you know what hospital?" He said, "Yeah, I know where the hospital at." And he said, "Yo, Big, I'm gonna get you to the hospital. Big, I'm gonna get you to the hospital." And Big said, "Just do it before I close the door." He said, "Just do it." So she said he didn't say nothing. But I see he's a 17-year-old kid, he in shock and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? When those shots went off, I heard somebody was on your program said everybody ducked down in the car. Only one person ducked, and that was Puff. Everybody else was trying to look back or was looking back at the situation. Kenny was driving
That's
forward. We all was
OD.
trying to look back. You know what I'm saying?
Just to
Jeesh.
set the record, or
Jeesh.
rather to correct this bullshit that this nigga saying, if you listen to him,
Nah.
Puff ducked down in the car before the shooting started. If you listen to this nigga, he said to run the red light before the shooting started. He didn't even see the shooter. When he seen Puff lean the seat down, he said, "Run the red light." Never did he mention him seeing the shooter before he shot. He said he saw the shooter previously, earlier, before the shooting started. Let's let that be known. Puff was the Joker for Hollywood. They said he ain't broke character, not even once. He was bugging out on everyone. You can look at it. Yeah, we seen that.
Who said that?
Get to
That
the
was
super
like
chat.
last
Julian,
2 Halloweens ago.
proud of you, Hassan Campbell. I keep giving us the truth and uplifting
He
and
reading his
keep
super
it real.
chat, yo.
I would like to talk to you offline when you ever have the time. Want to run something by you. Thank you, family, for sponsoring.
He reading his super chat. We not doing that in this video. You heard? Word.
Billionaires he's involved very similar to what Epstein was doing. And, these guys get drunk with power, allegedly. Diddy has said that these allegations are false, but they get drunk with power, and all of a sudden they lose their balance and what's right and what's wrong. And they're insulated, and they've got everybody telling them they're great. And all of a sudden, these civil suits come out. And the feds watch this. That's what happened with R. Kelly. It started with civil suits. Then HSI got involved, and they're the lead agency for
these civil suits are just like a silver platter for the feds.
Very helpful. Very helpful.
Take these guys down. All right, well, we'll see how this plays out. Chris Hansen, takedown with Chris Hansen.
Nah, yeah, I guess he about to go on the next topic, but I don't know, man. I feel like Gene is he's trying to explain the story as well as possible from his memory. He's an older guy, you know what I'm saying? So he might not be spot on with the information that happened that night, but I don't know. I don't know, man. It's real tricky and like fickle when it comes to these type of industry situations. It's just mad weird stuff going on in the industry. But I don't know. I think he generally was just really just trying to tell the truth. But y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about this video before y'all head out. If y'all haven't, subscribe to my channel. You heard, put your chest in it, you know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, turn on your post notifications, which is the bell, so y'all can get notified every time I drop a reaction. And maybe I'll go live, see what that's looking like. But until then, I'll see you on the next one.